And thank you for inviting me to give evidence to the committee today. I really appreciate the work that the committee has undertaken in relation to the bill. I know it's been a long process, started in March last year, and I'm grateful for the committee's scrutiny of the proposals. And really, I just want to say out that, of course, Scotland has a proud history of land reform since devolution. And I believe that this bill represents the next step forward in Scotland's land reform journey, setting out ambitious proposals to change how land is managed in our rural and island communities for the better. And at its heart, land reform is about addressing an imbalance of power and control over land that has long existed in Scotland. And this imbalance of power created by concentrated land ownership has been highlighted in research by the Scottish Land Commission. Now, this bill ultimately stems from that research, the Commission's subsequent recommendations and the consultation and engagement that we undertook to gather views on the proposals. Part 1 of the bill takes steps to better ensure that land holdings in scope are transferred and used in ways that meet the national interest and take account of local need. The proposals in Part 1 also seek to build on and complement existing legislation and build on those reforms. These new proposals will place legal responsibilities on the owners of the largest land holdings to engage with local communities, and they'll also be required to set out how they use their land and how that contributes to key public policy priorities like addressing climate change and protecting and restoring nature. And the bill will also, for the first time in Scotland, give ministers powers to ensure that the public interest is considered when more than 1,000 hectares of land is being sold. We want to empower communities with more opportunities to own land, and the pre-notification provisions will introduce advance notice of certain sales from large land holdings. And through Part 2 of the bill, tenant farmers and smallholders will have greater opportunities to deliver improvements to the land that they work, to become more productive and be rewarded for their investment of time and resources. Right now, I know that we're focused on this bill and its passage through Parliament, but I think it's also important to continue that longer-term discussion on land reform and to continue to ensure that land supports communities to thrive. I really want to ensure that the bill is as clear and robust as possible, and I welcome the further advice from the Scottish Land Commission, which seeks to simplify and strengthen the provisions. I have paid close attention to the views of stakeholders and witnesses, and I really look forward to discussing the issues that have been raised with the committee further today. And of course, I then look forward to the committee's recommendations in relation to the bill, which we are going to carefully consider as we continue to work with stakeholders while the bill proceeds through Parliament.